Here's some facts you didn't know. Did you know that honey never spoils? Archaeologists have found pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that are over 3,000 years old and still perfectly edible. Octopuses have 3 hearts. 2 pump blood to the gills, while the third pumps it to the rest of the body. Botanically speaking, bananas are berries, but strawberries aren't. On Venus, a single day is longer than a whole year. It takes Venus longer to rotate once on its axis than to orbit the sun. Did you know that cows have best friends? Research has shown that cows form close bonds with each other and can even become stressed when separated from their BFFs. A single day on Mercury lasts longer than its year. It takes Mercury 59 Earth days to complete one rotation, but only 88 Earth days to orbit the sun. Did you know that a group of flamingos is called a flamboyance? These elegant birds certainly live up to their name when they gather in large numbers. Did you know that the Eiffel Tower can grow? Due to the expansion of iron in the heat, it can be up to 15 centimeters taller during the summer. The world's largest desert isn't the Sahara, it's Antarctica. While we often associate deserts with hot, sandy landscapes, a desert is technically defined by its low precipitation levels. Cats have a special reflective layer behind their retinas called the tapetum lucidum, which enhances their night vision. This is why their eyes seem to glow in the dark. The longest hiccuping spree lasted for 68 years. Charles Osborne started hiccuping in 1922 and continued until 1990, totaling around 430 million hiccups. Honeybees can recognize human faces. They have an impressive ability to distinguish between different individuals, which helps them navigate social interactions within their hives. The inventor of the Pringles can, Fred Bauer, was so proud of his invention that he requested to be buried in one. His family honored his request after he passed away in 2008. The shortest commercial flight in the world lasts just 1.7 miles and takes around 90 seconds. It operates between the islands of Westray and Papa Westray in Scotland's Orkney Islands. A single strand of spaghetti is called a spaghetto. Similarly, one piece of confetti is called a confetto. The mantis shrimp has the most complex eyes in the animal kingdom. They have 16 color receptive cones, compared to humans' 3, allowing them to see an extraordinary range of colors and polarized light. The largest snowflake ever recorded was 15 inches wide and 8 inches thick, found in Fort Keogh, Montana in 1887. It was reportedly so large that it resembled a frisbee. There's a species of jellyfish known as Turritopsis dohrnii, often referred to as the immortal jellyfish. This creature can revert to its juvenile form after reaching maturity, potentially repeating this cycle indefinitely. Sloths are so slow that algae can grow on their fur. This algae provides them with camouflage and additional nutrients when they lick it off. The shortest war in history lasted only 38 minutes. It was fought between the British Empire and the Sultanate of Zanzibar on August 27, 1896. The British emerged victorious. Sea otters hold hands while they sleep to keep from drifting apart. This behavior, known as rafting, helps them stay connected and safe in the water. The heart of a blue whale is so large that a human could swim through its arteries. Weighing about 300 pounds, it's the largest heart of any animal on Earth. The first computer virus was created in 1983 and was called Elk Cloner. It was written by a 15-year-old high school student named Rich Skrenta as a practical joke. The word robot comes from the Czech word robota, which means forced labor or drudgery. It was first used in Karel Čapek's play R.U.R., Rossum's Universal Robots, in 1920. There are more possible iterations of a game of chess than there are atoms in the known universe. The number of potential moves is so vast that it outstrips the number of observable particles. The unicorn is the national animal of Scotland. Despite being mythical creatures, unicorns have been a symbol of Scotland for centuries, representing purity and power. There's a planet where it rains glass sideways. HD 189733b, a planet 63 light-years away, experiences extreme weather where molten glass rains and fierce winds blow at 5,400 mph. The longest living insect is the termite queen, which can live up to 50 years. This makes her one of the longest longest-lived insects thanks to her role in continuously producing offspring for the colony. The fingerprints of a koala are so indistinguishable from humans that they have been mistaken at crime scenes. Koalas have ridges on their fingers that are nearly identical to those of human fingerprints. A day on Saturn is only about 10 hours long. Despite its immense size, Saturn rotates on its axis incredibly quickly, resulting in such a short day. There's a lake in Australia called Lake Hillier that's naturally bright pink. The vibrant color is due to the presence of a specific type of algae and bacteria that produce a red pigment. Octopuses have 9 brains. One central brain controls the nervous system, while each of their 8 arms has a mini-brain that allows the arms to act independently. The smell of freshly cut grass is actually a plant distress call. When grass is cut, it releases chemicals called green leaf volatiles, GLVs, to signal that it's under attack. A group of crows is called a murder. This ominous term likely originated from folklore and superstition surrounding crows, which are often associated with death. The tiny water bear, or tardigrade, can survive extreme conditions, including the vacuum of space. These microscopic creatures can endure extreme temperatures, radiation, and even the vacuum of space by entering a state called cryptobiosis. Finland has more saunas than cars. Saunas are an integral part of Finnish culture, with over 3 million saunas in a country of about 5.5 million people. The world's largest sandcastle was built in 2019 in Germany and stood over 57 feet tall. It required nearly 11,000 tons of sand and took a team of international sculptors about 3 weeks to complete. The wood frog can hold its pee for up to 8 months. This unusual ability helps the frog survive the long winter months when it hibernates in Alaska. There's a naturally occurring eternal flame found behind a waterfall in New York. The Eternal Flame Falls in Chestnut Ridge Park has a small grotto emitting natural gas that can be ignited to produce a small, continuous flame. The shortest scientific paper ever published was by physicist John Conway and was only 2 sentences long. It was titled A Class of Algebraic Numbers and was published in 1981. The longest recorded flight of a chicken is 13 seconds. Despite being known for their limited flight abilities, some chickens can manage short bursts of flight. The human nose can remember 50,000 different scents. Our sense of smell is incredibly powerful and capable of distinguishing a vast array of odors. The electric eel can produce a shock of up to 600 volts. This is strong enough to stun or deter predators and prey, and it uses this ability for hunting and self-defense. Bamboo can grow up to 35 inches in a single day. This makes it one of the fastest-growing plants in the world, capable of reaching its full height in just a few months. A single bolt of lightning contains enough energy to toast 100,000 slices of bread. The energy from one lightning strike can be extremely powerful, averaging around 1 billion joules. A jiffy is an actual unit of time. In the field of physics, a jiffy is defined as the time it takes for light to travel 1 centimeter in a vacuum, which is about 33.3564 picoseconds. The world's largest living organism is a fungus, the Armillaria ostoya, or honey fungus, in Oregon's Malheur National Forest, spans over 2,385 acres and is estimated to be thousands of years old. Sharks have been around longer than trees. Sharks first appeared about 400 million years ago, while the earliest trees appeared about 350 million years ago. There are more stars in the universe than grains of sand on all the Earth's beaches. Estimates suggest there are around 10,024 stars in the observable universe, a number far greater than the total number of sand grains. A rainbow can actually form a full circle, but we usually see only an arc. From the ground, we typically see a semicircular arc, but from an airplane or high vantage point, it's possible to see the entire circle. The inventor of the Frisbee was turned into a Frisbee after he died. Walter Morrison, the inventor of the Frisbee, was cremated and had his ashes molded into a Frisbee after his death in 2010. Bananas glow blue under UV light. Due to the breakdown of chlorophyll as they ripen, bananas exhibit a blue glow when exposed to ultraviolet light. Finally, according to statistics, liking, sharing, and subscribing will make you more knowledgeable.